Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Jones Mountain Twin Pro. Yes, the beefed up version of the Mountain Twin got a new name, did add a few things to it, so let's dive into this review. This board features Jones's cam rocker with a 3D contour, which basically means it's got a 3D shape out in the rocker. So what you're going to get with this is the load, pop, snap, and drive of traditional camber. Then out in the rocker, in the nose and the tail, you got this 3D shaping to it. So with that rocker, that 3D shaping, it's going to help you with that roll from edge to edge, giving you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as helping funnel that pow out to the side, allowing for better powder float. This board is available in 154, 156 wide, 157, 159 wide, 160, 162 wide, 163, and 165 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with high winds at times. You had chop, chunder, a little bit of slush, perfect hero snow, just a good mix of everything, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. With this being the pro version of the Mountain Twin, it's stiffer than the regular one. And what you get is just a beefed up version of that. It's stiff, but it's not a plank. So it's on the further end of the spectrum for being an all mountain freestyle twin board, directional twin. What you do get is more play in the nose and tail just because of those rocker sections. And then right where that rocker meets the camber, you got that flex point, and it stiffens up and stays progressively the same to the middle of the board where there's just a little bit more give, and that helps with the ankle steering of it. Now on the stability side, you have choroid in the nose and tail. I really wish that Jones had put like a little window where you could see this, because that choroid, even if you get some flap in the nose and the tail at speeds, it dampens it. You do not get any of that vibration or kinetic energy coming in to your feet from the outside. And when you're charging down a groomer and you hit lumpy terrain or anything like that, any of that kinetic energy that you would get is pretty much killed off underfoot as well. You get a little bit of chatter, but not a lot. That makes for a very damp and smooth ride. So the cool thing with this board is the camber is very easy to actually load up, and when you roll back on the tail, that's where you're going to notice that you have to put a little more effort to engage that flex point, and then it will spring you. If you don't, it's lackluster pop. But if you do this absolutely perfectly, you're going to spring. You're going to notice that it kind of shoots you up and out, so you're going to be able to launch a little bit further. This thing has solid snap. You just got to understand the nuances of how to get it to engage, and when you do, no problem at all. With jumps, small, medium, large, it doesn't matter. It's actually going to thrive on medium or larger jumps. That's just kind of how it is. If you load it up and roop through the lip and let it launch you, you're getting in the air. You pop off that lip, going a little bit higher. This thing sets down, it's stable, it's solid. You really don't have to worry about it. Just go a little bit faster than you think. You know who you are. Speed checks always bounce. So we're somewhere in this review. I don't know exactly where. My editor's gonna put it in, but I need you to do something for me. Go down, click the thumbs up. Come on, do it. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps the algorithm. While you're at it, if you haven't already, why don't you subscribe? Click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for you. So you have that flex point right where the camber meets the rocker, and you want to use that to leverage your weight out on the nose or the tail. When you do, it's going to flex a little, but it's still going to fight you. So you want to leverage a little bit more. You basically want to sit on that tail or that nose and really press into it, and you're going to feel that fight. Now that fight will help you pop out of anything you're doing. And one of the other cool things is you've got that 3D shaping. So when you get sideways, you don't have to worry about the contact point abruptly digging in so that you eat shit and die, because no one wants to eat shit and die, trust me. I've eaten shit and died many times on a snowboard. I'm probably gonna do it again. I'm just getting a little too old for that, but you know, whatever. If you can butter, you'll be able to do it on this. If you can't, you're not gonna enjoy it. And when it comes to jibbing, this board wouldn't be my first choice to jib with from anything that Jones has. Regular Mountain Twin would come before this, Tweaker Pro, Rally Cat. Yeah, you get where I'm going with this. It's not for the faint of heart. You've got to use speed and you got to use muscle to get it to press on a feature. And it takes more effort than you think. The nice thing is though, when you get to the end, you're gonna feel that rebound and snap and you're gonna be able to pop out. Now, when you go sideways, the good thing is there's a little bit of give to this board. So it's not doing that weird teeter-totter balance board thing. It just barely cradles it, but it's just enough that you know you're locked in and you're gonna be able to slide. Once again, speed will be your friend here. This is where this board shines. This board will lay a trench. It has power, precision, nimbleness. It's amazing. What I really like about this board is with very minimal ankle movements, you can guide it from a short, tight, quick carve into a medium, mellow carve. And then from there, if you kick your knee into the center and tweak the ankle just a little bit to your toe or your heel, you're gonna get that power out of the tail to slingshot you out and do a deeper, harder, more aggressive carve. This thing just rips on edge. It grips. It feels locked in. You do not have to worry about it in all conditions. It's just going to cut through everything and carry on its way. Rider in mind, this board is for the freestyle focused all mountain rider. Someone that's going to have one deck to do it all. They like to charge hard. They like a board that has response and is reactive and takes a little bit more to assert themselves with. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. I absolutely love this board, right? Okay, since the last time I rode it, they've added Choroid into the nose and tail, and that dampens chatter. It makes for a more smooth ride. Now, Jones, if you're watching this, put a window in and show people what they've got up there. Come on, just do us that favor. Show that tech story because it's that good. It works well. This board is a blast to ride. You can rail hard carves, you can pop off a jump. High speed butters, yeah. It's the best of jibbing? No, makes you work for it a little bit more. That's fine. But if you're just looking for a directional twin that can just kind of crush everything for you, this is it. It does such a good job. Comparable boards, the Capita Mega Merc, the Ride Algorhythm, the Solomon Assassin Pro. Binding recommendations, the Jones Mercury, the Bataleon Astro Full Wrap, the Ride A8. This has been my review of the Jones Mountain Twin Pro. Looking for some bindings for it? Why don't you go watch one of the videos for one of the recommended ones I just mentioned.